Now, it's been another dramatic day in German politics, just weeks out from federal elections. After an unusually ferocious debate, the German parliament has rejected proposals which would significantly tighten immigration policies.
Mit Nein haben 350 Abgeordnete gestimmt.
While cheering there in the Bundestag, with 350 votes against the new legislation, narrowly beating the 338 votes for it. Now, the legislation was proposed by the main opposition party, the centre-right CDU, and supported by the far-right Alternative for Germany in a preliminary vote earlier in the week, a move that was widely condemned by mainstream parties as breaking the so-called firewall, an agreement among mainstream parties not to cooperate with the AfD. Well, joining us now on PM is Kai Gottschalk, an MP and deputy co-leader of the AfD. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Well, I mean, a slightly surprising result, I think, after all the drama of today. I mean, what do you make of how this played out in the end?
Pardon, just again, please. I didn't get it.
Can you hear me all right? I'm hoping we do have you. The bill ended up failing today after a day of high drama. I mean, what do you make of how it played out?
Yeah, I think I was a little bit surprised because I thought we will make it. But finally, I guess some members of the CDU and CSU party did not participate in these special voting. But anyway, for us and for Germany, it means we can say clearly, if you would like and want change in migration policy, you need to vote for my party, because the CDU can't deliver. Always promising things, but finally they can't deliver. And I think that's a good message for the people voting in 3 weeks here in Germany. Anyway, it's a sad day because we need to change a lot of things quickly. And that's a hard fact today for me, that we now have to wait maybe again 2 or 3 months to find and meet this challenge we have here in Germany and all over Europe, of course.
Right. I mean, you didn't end up getting this legislation that you wanted passed, but you are presenting this as a sort of strategic victory, I guess, for you. I mean, do you think that having the CDU work with you in some ways, has that been a big moment for you, even if it ultimately didn't end up, with the law passing? Are you viewing it as such, as a big shift?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, of course, it is a small step, I think. We have now shown we will accept our responsibility, because a lot of things also we had to decide today aren't fit my special taste in a political way. And also they have some critical sentence in where they say, the AfD, we don't like to work with them. They are far right. I think it's normal in each political system. You have left parties, right parties, and far right. I don't know. It's not far right to say maybe we want to leave the EU or we want to leave the euro. So at all, it's a good victory for us. And I think my forecast is next week when we get the next forecast for the vote for the election. Maybe we have 2 or 3 points more on our political account. So at all, for us, it's a good day. For Germany, a bad day.
Right. I mean, the firewall is obviously sort of there. This pledge for mainstream parties not to cooperate with you is there because of Germany's unique history. And actually, when there has been a lot of debate around this in the last couple of days about the working together with the CDU, there has been a very strong reaction. I mean, I just want to read you some comments from relatives of survivors of the Holocaust, for example. I mean, one saying it reminded him of Germany in 1933, of how Hitler and the Nazi Party managed to come to power through legitimate means. I mean, is that wrong to make that kind of comparison?
I mean, it's not fair at all, because we are a conservative party indeed. Compare us, for example, with the Republicans in the United States. But that does not mean you can compare us with the old NSDAP. That's always a comparison, and that's not fair at all. We are a conservative party, and the other parties in Germany are more in the middle or left. I mean, if you talk about the CDU in Germany, they aren't a right party anymore or something like that. And a lot of things, they are in a coalition with the Greens, or they have in Saxonia, they have a coalition with a former communistic party of Sarah Wagenknecht. That means the whole political system in Germany is during the last 30 years, I would say so, was drifting on the left side. That means if you are in the middle and on the right side, from their point of view, they say, oh, they are far right. No, we aren't. We are a conservative party. We share the values of most conservative parties in Europe and in the United States. So it's not fair. And I think that's our problem. We have a very left political system in Germany, also in public broadcasting systems, in press. We don't have something like in the United States, CNN and Fox News. We have a totally left-orientated social media and newspapers area, and that's a problem.
Okay, so, well, Kai, I mean, I have to say, I do think many people would regard a number of your policies as being very much on the far right, but I'm afraid we do have to leave it there. We will see what voters make of it in a few weeks' time when Germany goes to the polls. Kai Gottschalk there.